hit a grand slam this year for the Sooners, including Ella Parker midweek.
Norman, she's got a really good drop ball. She's going to be in the mid-60s. She misses a lot of barrels in the zone with that late sharp break of the drop. And when you've got a really good defense, one of the best in the country, it makes your job a lot easier in the circle. And that's what Landry's going to be doing against the Pokes.
Talon Edwards is the junior from Moore, Oklahoma, down in OU's neighbor. And Edwards draws the leadoff walk.
A lot of energy from Edwards after taking that walk. Yelling over to her dugout. It's one of the things that Oklahoma State really has to work on. Not a lot of walks as a team this year. Need to work on getting that on-base percentage up as well as walk. That's just the 80.
There's the 1-2. Snap foul. Cowgirls come in at 23-11, ranked 18th in the country. A pivotal game for them because they are on the host bubble. Now's the time of year we start talking about us. Off the glove of Landry, and her scoop over to first is offline. Warsop rounding third, heading for home. Throw to the plate, not in time, as she slides safely into the back of the base. And Oklahoma State
typically so steady Eddie at that third base position, but it goes off the glove. That's going to allow Warsop to come around. A little bit of a enough on Godwin's bat to be able to drop that out onto the green. And Godwin's one of the best hitters on this Oklahoma State team. Jammed up a little bit, but she finishes her swing, and that's the key. Gets that ball to float out to the out.
State, no strangers to the SEC. This is their 7th game. They're 4-2 against the SEC. They still have Texas coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll have that matchup for you on the ESPN networks. Right back to Landry to second. Agbayani turns, not in time. 2 down with runners on the... 1-2 from Landry. Just missed it low, 2-2. Couple of runs in on just 1 hit.
Very good. A lot of great young talent, including Pickering in her sophomore year. Big part of that national championship they won last year.
She's in the Player of the Year short list with the start that she's had. 446 on the season, chasing a 9th national championship for a single coach. That's unprecedented. Her 8 tied with Arizona legend Mike Candrea. And of course, earlier this spring, it was announced that Patty will be the U.S. national team coach, leading us into the Olympics in Los Angeles in 2028. Softball returns likely for the next 2 Olympics.
Oh, Malin is going to throw that drop ball to elevate a little bit at the belt.
Ruby's about 52% drop, 30% rise. That's where she gets most of her swing and miss. And the off speed and the changeup works in progress. Here's Ella. Tiare Jennings, the first base coach. That may have been the lowest exit velo of any ball she's hit in her career. But wheels to get down to first.
Well, the respect to the middle infielders playing deep.
Two out base runner. Here's Gabby Garcia. 1-1.
Well, and Oklahoma State really shifted
on their schedule. Obviously tonight, you got Texas.
Ball and Bloodworth in that 9-hole tries to put that changeup down. It's a little bit too hard, goes right to Landry, and she just guns it over to first.
2 outs, back to the top of the order, and Talon Edwards reached on a walk her first time up. Only senior on the roster.
Sanders in her 3rd season at Oklahoma, started out a great freshman campaign at Arizona State University.
Last year at BYU. Prior to that, all West Coast Conference performer at BYU.
Way around a couple of different conferences.
Now the Cougs joining the Cowgirls in the Big 12.
That's right.
Oklahoma and Texas make the move to the SEC. Texas #1 in the country. The Sooners #2. They are also in first and she's got 9 home runs and 28 runs. Foul. Yeah, I mean, you think of this infield, you had Hansen behind the plate, Hodge at second, TJ at short, Brito at third. Gasso telling us that Sam is really embracing that responsibility. Some good depth on this pitching staff. Star freshman Audrey Lowry.
Yeah, very good left-handed pitcher.
Yep, getting the ball in big matchups.
Lowry had a
single for Hassler, their 3rd hit of the night. Here's Carly Godwin making her 96th consecutive start for the sophomore from North Carolina. Has hit in 8 of... Got it. Side retired.
Starting with those hands a little bit lower. Oklahoma trying to make some adjustments off of Ruby, who throws that drop ball.
Hey, we got NWSL action coming your way on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus. Sunday night, 7 Eastern. It's Bay FC and the Chicago Stars. That's the first free pass of the night, and that passes the bat to the top of the order.
And it's not very often that you see that. A lot of college coaches do not want their hitters to have the green light on a 3-0 pitch, but Pickering, as hot as she has been lately, understands what she's looking for, and if she gets it, she has the green light. This pitch, you could just see she was expecting something on the inner half. She sees it, she gets it.
Patty Gasso has really enjoyed watching her from an uncertain freshman in fall ball to maturity at the plate and at short. Fly ball out to right, 2 down. To get to the World Series.
Yeah, absolutely. The odds are against you. It's not impossible, but it definitely makes your job a lot easier when you're playing in front of your home folks.
And it's a rarity when unseeded teams make it that far. That's a fair ball. And Claire Tim with a 5-foot single.
Is just the amount of talent through the middle of conferences, through the mid-majors.
Low, 3-1.
Damaging at times when you give those up. Wild pitch pass ball.
Looking for their first hit with a runner in scoring position tonight. Swing and a miss. Now our Edwards snagged by Agbayani. Trying for the double play. Diving back in safely is Vandewater. 1 down.
What a great play by Agbayani to be able to after it. You can see that ball, it starts mid-shin, just dives down into the dirt.
Number 4 on the night, and now the infield will go back to its regular depth here with 2 outs and the bases still loaded.
For something too good on a 3-1 count that she can tattoo. There's bases loaded.
Davis to second, Agbayani, and the Sooners get out of it. Bases loaded, nobody out. Flew out to left field her first time up. The joint is jumping for Bedlam tonight.
It really is.
10,000 strong in the house. Just spectacular for softball here, of course, at the
Oklahoma now is going to have the mindset that unless the ball is super sweet over the plate, they don't have to attack it.
And Everly will come out for another visit. There is some more activity in taking all the way, making Ruby throw a strike.
Well, this is where Ruby needs other tools. She needs that fastball. She needs something else that she can go to besides the drop and the rise. If she's not getting the swing and the miss.
Cheney Helton, the pinch runner over at first, and here's the 9-hitter Maya Bland with 1 out. Walked and scored in the second, and Helton will take second base.
And boy, the Cowgirls really lucky that that one didn't get away from them. Runner going up to second, and the throw from Hassler. Take a look at Davis's.
2 down.
Well, I bet inning starts with 2 consecutive walks. They've just done such a good job of making teams pay when you put them on base. And you could just see, just compact, right? Doesn't even need to follow through. This is all about barreling up the ball. And I'm actually surprised why Oklahoma State went to the outer half when she had swung through rise ball.
That is still growing, that is still learning. They're built a little differently. Some nights they win differently than the last 4 years with all the changes in personnel. She says she's having a lot of fun, and this is the kind of night, this kind of environment for the newbies to learn how to handle the big stage.
Travel deep and driving it the opposite way, just gets it right through that vacated spot. Bloodworth playing up the middle, outfield shifted, gets that ball all the way to the wall, and Ella Parker, who's in a boot a lot of the week, able to leg around from first base.
12. Talking with Kenny Gajewski this week, they need the bats to wake up. These are critical non-conference games now for them. Tonight with Oklahoma, and in a couple of weeks from now with Texas. And for Sam Landry and the Sooners, the senior right-hander spent most of her career at Louisiana. A rocky start for the Sooners. Down a couple, 2 on with 1 out. Already some bullpen activity. Here's the 6th hitter to the plate, Megan Delgadillo. Big transfer from Cal State football.
Well, to your point, a couple of errors, an uncharacteristic walk by Landry. Landry coming into the game had only walked 14 batters on the year, so that was just the 15th walk, but it was to the leadoff and got things started.
Yeah, both the runs unearned. Out in front of the changeup, Landry straight games.
Well, what's impressive is her power. She's one of the home run leaders on this team, but she also has that batting average, highest on the team at 446. Slug percentage over 900, leading the team.
spending more time this year as a DP, not so much in the field. Numbers have dropped a bit in SEC play for Ella, who was a third-team All-American a year ago and a member of the All-Women's College World Series team.
Yeah, just massive numbers in her freshman campaign. Really did.
At the knees for a strike, 1-1.
Landry really turns over that drop ball. Great spin on that. She's worked very hard with pitching coach Jen Rocha to make that drop elite, one of the best in the game. She'll throw it about 26% of the time.
Pull dog by Ani, and it is
Important, so she is available and ready should the Sooners need her.
Two-two pitch. Davis puts a charge in it. Back it goes and gone. Solo home run, Rosie Davis. Her 6th of the. Now Megan Delgadillo. Raves about how calculating Cassidy Pickering is. Does the homework, always has a plan when she steps into that batter's box.
And that's and really when you look at her line for the year, it's been the base on balls that really have hampered her. That 2 walks in this game, 50 on the year, and a little over 123 innings.
Here comes the freshman from Chandler, Arizona.
Had other times it doesn't go very far, but the job is done, and that just hits off the base of the plate and dribbles out. Landry almost gets her. That's the type of gun and fielder that Landry typically is, but Claire Tim quick getting down the line.
Rachel Hathoot is on to run. I believe it was the great Crash Davis, Michelle, who said just one of those types of hit a week takes you from 250 to 300 batting average.
I was watching that movie just yesterday.